at you again with another guitar lesson, and this time around we're taking a look at Flames by David Guetta featuring Sia, and it was actually between this song and Into the Fire by Asking Alexandria. Both got kind of fiery themes to them, but they're like worlds apart. Worlds, because one is like fresh and funky and the other one's like fiery and fierce, if I want to go with this F theme, which I do. And I chose Flames because it's Friday, we need something fresh, we need something to lift up our spirits. And this song is actually pretty easy to play as well. We've got super simple verses and pre-choruses, and then we've got that chorus where it actually gets interesting with that sweet, sweet rhythm that you saw in the intro of this video. So let's jump into the verse, which, as I said, is very, very basic. So let's start things off with a standard D. What we do here is we put our first finger onto the 3rd fret on the 3rd string, our second finger onto the 3rd fret on the 1st string, and our 3rd finger onto the 4th fret on the 2nd string. Now we use our thumb to mute both the 6th and 5th string by slightly touching them. That's our first chord. Then we jump onto an E minor. We could play it like this or like this. I would actually advise this version because it's way easier to switch onto that C afterwards, but we're going to get to that later. So we're using our first finger on the 3rd fret on the 5th string and our second finger on the 3rd fret on the 4th string, and we just strum down once. Check out what it sounds like. And now by using this version of the E minor, we can simply flip our first finger over onto the 2nd fret on the 2nd string and our 3rd finger onto the 4th fret on the 5th string. And now we take our thumb back up here and mute the 6th string, and we go down once again like that. Then we go back onto the E. So we lift our 3rd finger off, or to the E minor to be a bit more precise, and then we bring our first finger back on to the 3rd fret on the 5th string. Like that, we go from here over to here. Very, very easy switch. And we've got the D, the E minor, the C, and the E minor once again. And you know what? By taking a look at those chords, we've already got the entire verse. It is that simple. We just strum down once on each chord. I know that might seem a bit boring, I guess. I mean, you could spice it up, you could put your own rhythm in there, but that's what they do because it starts off so calmly, so peacefully, and then it evolves into this funky thing. I'm only using those two adjectives today. It's gonna be funky and fresh. I don't have anything else, so let's roll with that and move on into the pre-chorus. So in the pre-chorus, we start things off with a G. We've got our first finger on the 3rd fret on the 5th string, our second finger on the 4th fret on the 6th string, and our 3rd finger on the 4th fret on the 1st string. We strum down once, then we jump onto an A. So now we've got our first finger on the 3rd fret on the 4th string, our second finger on the 3rd fret on the 3rd string, and our 3rd finger on the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. And once again, we have to use our thumb to mute the 6th string. So we've got the G, followed by the A. Then we jump onto an F sharp minor, meaning we go from here over to here. So now we've got our first finger across all of these 6 strings on the 3rd fret. We've got our second finger on the 4th fret on the 3rd string. We've got our 3rd finger on the 5th fret on the 5th string. We've got our pinky down here on the 5th fret on the 4th string, and we go down once like that. It's G, A, F sharp minor. We do that twice And that is already the entire pre-chorus. I told you guys, the stuff in between those choruses, it's so easy to play. So we're already going to move into that chorus because we've got everything else in this song covered. And let's jump into that last part of the song, or last new part. I mean, it's the chorus, it's not the last part, but you guys know what I mean. So what we do in the chorus is we start things off with a B minor, sounding like this. We put our first finger across the 1st to 5th string, so not the 6th string. We mute that by slightly touching it with the tip of our index finger here, like that. You don't hear the 6th string. We put our 2nd finger onto the 4th fret on the 2nd string, our 3rd finger onto the 5th fret on the 4th string, and our pinky onto the 5th fret on the 3rd string. We go down once. And now, rhythm-wise, what do we do in this chorus? First of all, we go down, up, down, up. Then we slap our wrist onto the strings and mute them, like that. And then we go up, down, up. Then we go up, down, up again. So we've got... And then we go up, down, up once more. But this time around, we basically go up, down, and then we already start switching onto the next chord and mute the strings for the next up. I know that sounds a bit confusing, but it's basically making it easier for us to switch the chords cleanly because you just got a bit of time to do that switch because you mute the strings while you go up, and during that one up we switch onto the next chord, a D, on which we go down. We're gonna go into that later, but basically we go up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, now up, down. Then we go up while we switch onto the D. So we go. See what I did there? We got that one muted up. That gave us time to switch. And now we're on that D. We already know that chord, and we do the exact same thing again. Muted up onto an E minor. And onto a C. And that is already the entire chorus. And you know what, guys? That is already the entire song. As I told you in the beginning, it's not that much, it's not that hard. Especially once you've got that chorus riff down, that's basically the only hard part in there, and then you've got the whole song covered. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If so, drop it a thumbs up, would help me out a lot. If you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button down below in order not to miss out on any of the upcoming lessons. And of course, feedback into the comments down below. Suggestions for new songs are always appreciated. And as always, I hope that I will see you guys next time.